team up instead. But I mean, if you're 4 teams, anyone can bang on the good team.
Right, right.
Yeah, so, but that was just more for the fans than actually scoring who's the best, because the format is just you can gang up. So,
There it is, starting map 4.
Mismatch fun with great competitivity. So I think it's
What's your map?
Got it.
Too bad, Monk. Wasn't your day.
Yeah.
But now you get to watch cast.
They had that. They were very well formed team. We had like a lot of like both of our chances to cap on the first map. They ended up capping. Second map, sorry.
Yeah, that's first cap is so important, especially when you get down to the playoff
actually,
games.
Yeah. Bit of a second punch. So what's the situation? Who is on their last legs? Who needs to win this map?
Gizmo's team needs to win.
Gizmo.
They're down
Gizmo's team.
2-1. Sauron's team
Okay.
won the first map, which was their pick.
Okay.
Gizmo's
So this
team
is
won map 2 to tie it up, which was.
well, this will be Sauron's pick as well, I guess.
Yes, yeah, they won the
Yep.
third map. Gizmo's second pick, which was Sprinton. They actually won at regulation, 1-0 for once.
Has the others been overtime? I guess since you're still here, and there must have been overtime because I played a bit and the match started.
No, they actually delayed for the stream, so
Yeah,
they
they
started
waited.
like 10
Oh, okay.
minutes late.
So, yeah, it was 10 or 15 minutes late because the other games beforehand ran late, and I had to like get something to eat. Very nice
They
of
did
them.
announce the S-Dom as well.
People know that. So yeah, like you said, Gizmo's team on their last leg, they're absolutely backs against the wall. They want to stay alive in the tournament, force a tiebreaker, they gotta win this. I've already gone out on a limb and said that I think Sauron's team's gonna pull it out in this map. I just think the way they've been playing in this map kind of favors their style. That being said, Monk, you've seen probably all these teams play.
Yeah, both these teams were actually in our group. We had all 3 of our teams that qualified made the semifinals
Wow, nice.
from our group.
Group of
Yeah.
death, literally.
Yeah, and you
So
got a feel for
yeah.
the team that came fourth in that
You
group.
know, I was gonna say, you've seen these two teams, and then obviously just facing off against Shadowfax's team. Do you think either of these teams has a chance against them in the finals?
I mean, watch this cap, which is a good chance. They're actually getting even mid. W is going to get into his low. It's a really good chance for Gizmo's team. He needs to pick that up.
They got it. It's a pickup by Kayukin, and there it is.
There we go. Sorry, I'll go back to the question in a second, but it's just much more interesting.
Absolutely, because they're in desperation mode. They've got to win this game, and they've got to be feeling a lot more comfortable now.
Yeah.
Much relief after getting that first cap.
W has really been performing very well this season.
Yeah, he was
Plus,
lights
every
out
time I see him
last
stream,
week.
he's doing really good, yeah.
Anyone else?
Against Rain's team, he came big, and a lot of people consider that an
Absolutely.
upset.
Yeah.
So maybe I am wrong with my prediction. That's great. I want to see a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be fun.
So yeah, back to that
Anyway, back
question.
to what you
Both these
said,
teams,
yeah.
what are their chances against a team that's swept? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, like, statistically, they haven't lost a reg map all season, but, I mean, we had chances against them. Like, we were a little bit unlucky on
you think
a couple of the maps. I mean, they
luck.
were the
and
better
you
team, but it
underperformed?
wasn't a blowout. Yeah, as Kayukin's actually getting another look. Never mind.
Nice cut off
Shut
by
down.
LP there. Yeah, Blue keeping
I think that's a
pressure
really
on.
good chance. Getting a nice killing spree as he dodges out left. Is that going to get picked up? No. Gizmo with a grab as well. There's a lot of action in this map. I can't really get into this question.
It's great to see though. I'd rather see the action. That's just filler
Absolutely,
time.
yeah, yeah. I think, well, both these teams took a map off us, but we split both these teams. So, they're pretty similar level to our teams. I mean,
With the best of 5 format, it really does force you
Absolutely.
to be versatile and
Yeah.
you know have resilience.
I would say, I mean, I don't know, but for example, if Shadowfax's team have Diamond Sword left and some other like quite strong American maps, Gizmo's team are gonna like that. You would fancy Sauron's team probably to have the edge. Like,
I guess in general we'd say that
more
Shadowfax's
balanced
team is the favorite though, at this point.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, they're undefeated in ranks, so they have to be
Yeah.
the favorite.
Right.
Hello.
Hello. And actually, Sauron only crept through on. He actually had the same number of points as Pun. He just crept through on a head-to-head tiebreaker from his group. So.
Turn the volume down a little bit. It's a little too overbearing. There we go. Actually, I'm gonna go back up. I like it louder. So is that Paco that just joined?
Yes, sir.
Oh, the incredible Paco here to stir the pot.
Buenos noches, mi amigos.
Great to have you.
Happy to be here. I meant to get back earlier, but
Yeah.
made it for at least the second match, which is good.
We were supposed to have Grins here as well, but I think he actually had maybe a call on his house and had to go. So.
Ah, okay. Well, I will do my best to be a Grins replacer. I feel like me combined with Monk equals half of Grins, so we're doing all right.
Yeah, and Ulo's been with me a lot of the evening too. He's been doing a good job.
And Ulo, now we're up to 75% of a Mr. Grins.
Almost there.
Just add a dash of Ravhay and we're like 2% away. So I went out on a limb and said that Sauron's team was going to sew this up here in the fourth map, but Gizmo's team making me eat my words off the back of a really nice run from, what was Devil Yua, right?
Yep.
Yep. I honestly think Gizmo's team has a
Well,
better
Sauron's
shot,
team
but
getting
I
the mid
just-
right now. They're gonna get
I
into
just
that
realized
low.
it's low.
There's the pickup! No! And Josh with the clutch return right at the entrance to their base low. Man, that looked promising.
I have to say that I mean, like Sauron's team, for example, just having Steel on the roster, even though he's playing D, gonna deter Shadowfax from being able to pick stuff like Diamond Sword, things like that. Basically, I think Sauron's team probably would have a lot more chance.
Yeah, Soren seems definitely a better matchup, I think. And what I like about his team is I feel like they overperform because they play together as a unit.
Having said that,
Whereas, like, raw talent, I'd say that Chivalry is probably better off.
yeah, well, having said all that, I mean, obviously you'd expect Shadowfax to win on their maps, but you'd think the best chance of somebody taking a map off Shadowfax is probably Chivalry on something like Command or Grudge or a real, like a Euro home map.
Yep, for sure.
Because they're going to be the weak maps for Pete and Shots as well. Those fast-paced maps where Pete has to turn his turret.
Turn his mouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think going into the finals, Shadowfax's team has to be the heavy favorite, but I mean, anything can happen. All it takes is one cap to switch the dynamics of not only just a map, a match. So we'll see if they'd be able to respond to, losing.
I gotta say, I do like that you guys implemented the best of 5 near the semis. I think that's a smart move and makes teams. It just adds more to the dynamic of the playoffs and makes teams work for that spot.
I agree, because if it's one game, 2 games, yada yada, I mean, it's easier for the worst team to win. Whereas
just exploit
if you make a team win 3, then
actually, also because it's 4 divisions, like where you get placed in your division is a bit random. So if you assume that like the top 4 will make the semis, then you want to be playing. You don't want to be having a disadvantage just playing on 3 maps just because of the random of how this draw works. So it also balances it a little bit.
The pace has slowed down a little bit here, as we saw kind of a flurry earlier after that cap. But again, Gizmo's team fighting for that tiebreaker as they are down 2 maps to 1. And it's looking like if this keeps up, we may see that tiebreaker and, of course, the LMS before. But look at this. Chaos is trying to make me eat my words again. Reversing the caster's curse. He's into his low. One cut him off. It's Kayuk, the flag is down. And Sauron almost backed right by it, but he's got 2 cover, and here comes the equalizer.
It's just, as soon as you speak, it's just...
It's like these guys are out to prove me wrong, right?
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like what Angus did there. I mean, it worked out for him. I feel like when you get in low and you have like an army of people behind you, turn the corner, force them to take the tough shot. But I mean, his team was there to seal it, and that all worked out.
And I swear it is like a mission to prove me wrong tonight. These guys here.
SW is going to try it again.
Yeah.
Russ, tell me not to play the lottery tonight. I swear to God.
Paco, don't play the lottery because you are not going to win that tonight.
I'm buying
waste the
50
money.
tickets.
Multi-kill from
W at the end of this.
Yeah. I want a percentage. But
Getting a boost. Gonna get a boost here, maybe.
there it is.
Yeah.
One behind him, but there's one trying to cut him off. Misses the shot. He's in his base. Chaos drops the flag, but Sauron goes for the hero return. Gizmo is there again.
The clutch
flag
for
is down.
both of them. Yoshi with the clutch kill on the second returner.
Wow, what an
That was
exchange.
That was good.
That was pretty wild. Both teams out. Both teams. I mean, it's one of those. Those are the toughest situations. I feel like as Angus is trying to make his way out low with the flag. Flag still at the door there. Picked up by Chaos. Army of Blue, but in ICTF, I mean, it's not as complex as weapons. But those situations where both flags are out. Do I help my guy? Do I try to get it back? Those are the brain scratchers in my opinion. And working out well for Chivalry as they leapfrog into a 2-1.
Yeah, this is great to see the clutch coming out when they need it most. Retaking the lead, 9 minutes on the clock, and these guys are going to want to hold on to this, but they're keeping the pressure up as Kayukin's already making it out. Nope, cut off. But Sauron, he is in mid, coming in his low, turns the corner, shot from the front, the flag is down. Edge getting the pickup, Sauron getting the flag for himself, but one cut him off, it's W. Flag is down, and here it comes, another equalizer.
Oh my
These
God.
guys just
Angus
won't let up.
Angus is clutching, I'll say that much. And this has been a great game, 2-2 as we're 12 minutes in almost. Lots of pressure on both sides.
Angus
you
has certainly
can
put his big boy pants on.
there is.
Kayukin
Look at
going
LP,
down.
16 flag.
Gizmo another grab. Lots of pressure coming from Chivalry. I'm actually liking the pace of Chivalry's offense more than hide your flags, but Angus has been a beast thus far.
It's been a stellar semifinals match so far. Particularly this map, most exciting so far, I would say. But gosh, these guys putting on a show.
So is Chaos the regular starter for?
Yeah,
Hide
he's
Your
the
Flags?
fifth salary
Okay.
guy.
I knew he was 5th salary, but I feel like Hide Your Flags was playing somebody else throughout the season. Maybe not though.
No. I don't think so.
Good insight provided by the incredible Paco. Angus with another grabberoonie.
I think Miracle is 6th guy salary-wise. So
Oh yeah. So I was
Chaos
right.
is-
Miracle
Yeah, I
has
think
played
Steel
in.
definitely
hasn't shown
better
a few
than
weeks,
Miracle.
so,
Yeah, okay, because
remember
I've
that
seen
stuff.
Miracle playing quite a few games. That's who I was thinking of. As Angus with another quick grab. trying
Most
to make
likely
it low.
development games then, I guess, because you could have 5th, 6th, and 7th guy play development.
Look at that double kill
games.
from
It's just-
Sauron, just doing a 360. There's a multi!
Oh my god. He's shaking and baking.
Woohoo! He's just baking pretzels in the enemy base and turning them into frags.
Oh my god. There's no way he should have survived turning 2 of those corners, but he did it. As it is now 2-2 with
Pretty
just
much,
under 7 minutes remaining.
It's pretty much DYV Angus on the offense sides. I mean, Gizmo and Kike to get the grabs. Edge and Close.
Seeing Chaos with a grab.
And
And he's
one
going to
of
make
them
it out,
cap-
right? He's got one there waiting for him, but the frags come out from the blue team and they get the return. W kind of floating between offense and D a lot.
Well, I made both those caps. Sauron leaded both those caps, but he didn't have Edge and Close to get him free.
Angus with the grab, Kayukin going down, trying to make it out low right now, shaking and baking. Quick pickup, but not able to make it too far. What are you guys' predictions right now? As we near 6 minutes left.
I dare not
Chivalry-
speak anymore in that department.
Chivalry, yeah, make your prediction first and I'll be making mine.
I don't know. If the trend continues, I'm going to say we're going to see Gizmo's team get the next cap.
Yeah, I think it's.
Yeah, I hope on that as well. I want to see a 5th map.
I think Monk's right. They've had despite the response from Red Team each time and getting the equalizer.
They do seem
rebound.
to have lost a bit of momentum.
They definitely need to keep the pace up. They can't be discouraged by the fact that they keep giving up the equalizer. I mean, keep doing what they were doing. They got their caps. As you're right, it seems like Red Team's picking up the pace in the grab department. There's a pickup trying to go out left, and look at the cherry pick from Sauron. Showing a little
Yeah, I
bit
don't think he's
of
just seen it
juking.
all. There we go.
There's a pickup. Nice job by Yosh to stop that run.
Yosh. But yeah, I feel like both teams are gonna start tightening up. I mean, Chivalry's fighting for their tournament life. Hide Your Flags does not want to lose this one. I'm predicting Next Cap wins. I'll say that much.
Yeah, when you think about it, it really is a must-win for both teams. I mean, not in the sense that red team's going to lose, but if they lose this map, they are going to hold a pretty good check to going into that tiebreaker.
Oh yeah, that's a momentum swing. I'll say that much.
Yeah.
I know for me,
There's
it's,
probably-
especially you have the opportunity to ice it and you don't do it, as Gizmo gets a grab here. Not getting far. But yeah, when you have that opportunity to ice it and the other team extends it, it just tightens up players that much more. As
I'd say it's
Gizmo about
probably-
to get another grab.
There's probably more maps that favor Angus' team than favors Gizmo's team. Having said that, this map was picked by Angus. Maybe
Yeah, they got their first 2 map picks right, but since then it's been kind of the opposite. It's Sauron won Gizmo's second map pick, and we're seeing Gizmo perform pretty well here on Sauron's map pick, keeping it close. Sauron's team hasn't led yet in this map. They've tied it up twice, but starting to feel the pressure. W gets entry into sight, but Steel gets him down quickly. I think we might see overtime here, to be honest, just because, like you said, they're playing so conservatively right now, and that's going to force the issue, sudden death.
Yeah. I also want to point out Yoshi seems to be playing quite a bit better this week compared to last week, so that's good news for Chivalry.
Yeah,
as Gizmo gets a nice grab, double kill in. He's gonna have cover as he tries to make it out the side. Can't get over the ramp though. Thanks. Also, without Jib digging up Kayukin on stream, he seems to be having a quieter week than last one.
Yeah, we saw him a little bit on this, I think it was Broken Limits, because he was doing a lot of fall back, and a little bit on Sprinter, but yeah, he's been, on the whole, kind of quiet this match. He's not making the noise that he did against Rain's team last week. And Gizmo getting the multi-kill entry, but Edge shutting down the run, Chaos getting the re-grab, and he doesn't last long either. Both teams really puckering up here.
I also checked QuakeNet for a second, and it appears my Canadian accent's being heckled. Have I been saying oot this whole time? I thought I was saying out. Out.
Don't let the chat get to you.
Kidding me, man.
Are you kidding me?
As just over 2 minutes remaining, Chivalry fighting for their tournament survival. Angus with a grab though, trying to put the nail in the coffin. Doesn't get up high. What I like to do, at least on a lot of my caps, is I like to use the ramps and juke back the opposite direction. It's probably the best way to create distance, but in matches it's even harder to pull that off.
Which caps?
Oh, hey, shot fired. The opening was there. He had to go for it. Gizmo trying to get out. He gets one frag. Can his teammate get the second? He does. He's made it to mid. He's coming into his low. Minute 30 on the clock. Down at his entrance, and LP
Wow.
with a huge return.
LP flexing his muscles right there. Gizmo had like 3-4 guys somehow turn the corner, but LP was the last line of defense as Angus is trying to grab now. Trying to make it out left. Been a while. A bunch of people falling back on him though.
Oh, he's in his base. He's down. Oh, and trailing quickly his finals gets the return right in front of 2 red team. Man, a lot of action in the last minute.
Yeah, that actually worked out really well for Angus because the guy's high dropped anticipating that he was going to go low, and he juked back up the ramp. So if he was able to turn that corner, that was almost a surefire cap unless there was a save on the flag. I don't know if he meant to do that or if he lucked into it, but it was almost very, very nice.
Very nice. This game is crazy close. W gets one frag, can't get the second, nor turn the corner. Both these defenses have just been lights out, and then the clutch cutoffs have come when they needed them most. 30 seconds left, and like I said, I think we will see some overtime here. Really, what a match so far, and I could have asked for a better way for the fourth map. I mean, it's been wildly exciting. Nice shot from LP catching Kayukin midair. All these guys are dialed in. You know, you figure that's another thing about the best of 5 is that as long as it's not too long, you don't see too many like extended overtimes. You get to that 3rd, 4th map, these guys are like in the zone.
Yep. Well, some of them are in the zone. Some of them are burning out because I mean, we play Pugs. They take an hour.
That's true. A lot of
it's a different intensity. It takes a bit more endurance. And I mean, a lot of these guys are able to do it, but it's UT99. Some of us are getting old.
Not quite the stamina we used to have or the reflexes. We see Edge make it a grab, can't make it out mid. Comes the return, 20 seconds on the clock, and it's gonna be do or die.
Yep.
What's the Preds? Now that we're hitting overtime, what do you guys think?
I'm calling Hide Your Flag takes it. I mean, they're gonna have a tough time. I don't think Finals is gonna let a cap go easy. But I'm predicting Angus getting the hat trick, and it pains me to say it, as WS trying to make his way up, being quickly denied.
Dirtbag.
I'm gonna predict the opposite. I'm gonna go and say we're having a 5th map, which might make.
I'm with you, Wes.
Feel pretty good right now.
Although I've been wrong with all of my predictions on this map thus far, so let's see if I can get, 5th time's the charm. A double kill from W getting into the site. Got 2 more in front of him though. Tall order, one of them Steel.
Yep. And Steel is one of those players who's been playing out of his mind. Like, I feel like some players have gotten better since the start of the season, some have gotten worse. And Steel's one of those players who is just dominating right now.
Yeah, he's leading the server in the points department. He's got 21 flag kills. His teammate LP has 25.
Sucker.
Off of almost 30 less frags. That's impressive.
Yeah. I don't know though, like, I feel like Steel would be much better off on offense, but I guess they need him to play D on this team. He's doing a good job.
And perhaps you get into overtime, a little bit of frustration in the psychological game starts to play a factor. Of course, you already mentioned fatigue as well. Someone in chat saying that Gizmo's complaining on stream about Angus right now, so perhaps Angus is getting under his skin. I think it was Ulo who pointed out earlier in this match, like, blue team kind of has some players that are prone to go tilt, if you will, if you get under their skin.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Angus is one of those guys, he doesn't need to do anything and people are pissed off, so...
He's just that polarizing personality in the community.
He just can't help himself. Not a bad dude, just gets under everybody's skin.
So we were complaining about the potential overtime with Sprinting, the one that, of course, the other match had. And here's the overtime on the 4th map, Klondike. Who knows how long it'll be? Any predictions on how long this overtime will be, guys?
I'm calling over in the next 3 minutes. Something's gonna give.
These guys are going to get impatient. Somebody's just going to take a gamble, given that it's getting late for them, for some of them anyways.
No, I mean, honestly, that's something that, I mean, I could probably count on my hands the number of players who stuff like that actually affects. And I mean, it's only really an issue when the games are going until like 5 a.m.
Right, and this one, we had a little bit of a delay to start, maybe 15 minutes, but there hasn't been overtime until now. And they knew it was the best of 5. They would block off, probably 3 hours for this at a minimum.
Oh, for sure. I mean, most of them know what they're getting into. They know it's the playoffs, and I mean, even if they're tired the next day, I mean, it's 15 years in. We're playing competitive Unreal Tournament. We do what we need to do.
That's right. These boys are here to play, and they're going to play to the buzzer, especially in a game like this. So close, so exciting. No way are these guys going to worry about how tired they're going to feel tomorrow playing this.
Yep. And just looking at F1 and looking at the stats right now, it looks like Blue is just dominating with the grabs and pressure. But
yeah, they got 2 over 20 already. 25 on W, 23 on Gizmo. Kayukin with half as much, 13. Huge pace by them in the grab department. That's to be sure.
Yeah.
Frag's a little closer than they were last map. Gizmo, oh, he can't quite turn the corner to make it out mid. The flag is down and returned. Really tight right now here in overtime. Neither team wants to give an inch, and rightly so. This red team trying to sew it up here in the 4th map, and blue team just trying to live to fight another day and force a tiebreaker. this best of 5 matchup in the semifinals, fighting for a place in the finals for ICTF.V. These guys are pretty amped up right now, I would think. Be nice to drop in on their team speak.
I believe, yeah, Gizmo actually is streaming, so people want to hear his perspective. But I'm pretty sure that people want to hear delightful commentary, except Neighbor. Neighbor might want to check those guys out.
Yeah, I think, I know with the weapons community, it would just be like certain teams you would want to drop in on because they were so animated or so rage prone, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
And I certainly don't want to disturb any of these teams at such an important time, so we're going to stick here. We're about, what, I don't know, 5 minutes into overtime now, and not a lot of movement. I mean, neither team wanted to budge.
Yeah, both teams are concentrated. It's Gizmo getting a grab right now. Making it to the side corner, but not enough.
W makes it out mid, gets 1 frag. Oh, doesn't quite make it to mid. Swarming defense from Red. There's a double kill from W. Can he get the 3rd? Nope, Sauron with the fallback in the flag room. Relentless. He wasn't complaining before, he is now.
Again, I mean, both teams, aside from W, I mean, both teams, it doesn't look like they're falling back all that much. But I mean, W has somehow 9 flag kills, also leading the game with 27 grabs right now.
Dominating. And look at that, Finals going dominating on defense.
I told you, Finals is going to be a tough nut to crack. He's one of those players who he gets zoned in, tough to get past. The only criticism I would have of Finals is I've noticed in the past sometimes his comms are a bit delayed and every second counts.
Yeah.
So especially on a map like this where somebody can turn a corner quickly, you know, Angus shakes, baits, you're gonna need Finals to have snappy comms as Edge quickly goes down.
Yeah, Finals
after a
perhaps
grab.
one of those players that just assumes he's always gonna make a shot. So he waits to make the call until after he's dead, and then by then it could be too late. But he is dialed in right now for sure. It's the savvy veteran playing pretty well. It's still tied up. And there's the Unstoppable, but loses it to Sauron. He finally says, no more for you, sir.
Yeah, nice double kill as he was turning the corner. I feel like there's no way Final should have been able to hit an Unstoppable, especially in the semi-finals, but at least he doesn't get the godlike.
I think it's just a product of the situation. The fact that it's tied up in overtime, crucial 4th map, teams playing conservative. A lot of people probably weren't, including us, weren't necessarily paying attention until he hit dominating. And it's like, what? What's going on?
Sometimes you leave a guy on a spree like that and hope he's going to defend it
Oh, yeah,
rather than chase after it, like I would.
We got a sneak grab right now from Chaos, trying to make his way out real quickly.
There's a double kill. He made it mid.
All he has to do is turn the corner, gets a 3rd one. They're at their door right now. Angus with the pickup. Angus shaking, hits 1.
He's got all kinds of cover.
That's 4 people stealing right now. They're gonna pick it up. They should cap that. That is 3-2.
And that's the game.
That's the game.
And that's the match.
Flags.
So my prediction was correct.
I like 7. I mean,
I
one's
predicted
better
hide
than
your
2.
was right? Was that right?
The fact that you don't remember what you predicted.
No, I said Angus was gonna. Yeah, I said he was gonna get a hat trick. That was pretty crazy though. I mean, it happened pretty quickly. I also give Helta a shout out, who was closest on the predicting when it would end.
Right.
Also, apologies for getting overly excited.
Friends.
And
See you, Monk. Thanks for
Yes.
thanks for casting. I know it's late for you.
yes, thank you, Monk. I'm sure you're still watching the stream to hear us say goodbye to you.
Goodbye, friend.
Always.
That was pretty interesting.